Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Saint Hope. I got another video for y'all. In this video, I don't necessarily want to talk specifically about the Takeoff and Quavo situation. But I want to use the situation to highlight certain points, certain specific important things that you need to know, right? According to multiple sources, right, they're saying that Quavo was the one that was gambling and, he was losing bread. This is just the story. Again, I don't know what really happened. This is why I don't want to really talk about this shit. I'm just trying to share what everybody is sharing and talking about, and multiple sources are disclosing. They're saying he was gambling. He was losing some bread. There's videos of him. I don't know if he's initiating the altercation, but there's videos of him arguing. And people are saying that he kind of like initiated the situation. And people are also saying that somebody from their camp, allegedly, is the one who shot Takeoff because he let off shots. Now, I just want to put that out there because I want to make some points. It's not necessarily about their situation, but it's just some points in life in general. Now, based on that, right, I want to talk about a few things. It's very, very important to stay level-headed, man, which is why I chose the name of the title. Like, this dude probably, because according to the reports, this dude probably would have kept his life if his man was cool, right? Now, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to keep your cool. And if it is, as the reports say, this dude is going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. That because he didn't keep his cool, some stupid shit happened. You get what I'm saying? Some stupid shit happened because he probably didn't keep his cool, right? But again, moving away from their thing, right? You gotta be around people who kind of like are able to stay level-headed, man. Like, honestly, I don't even really want to be around folks who can't keep their cool in dire situations. In situations where you might get mad, where you might get emotional, where you might feel some type of way about something. For me, it's very important to be around individuals who could keep their cool in those dire situations. I need somebody who is quick on the mind, who is quick to reflect, to think about outcomes. That's the type of people I need to be around. I need to be around individuals. I got a story, right? And one of my story times, right? Well, we almost got shot on Bristol on 170, right? Because one of my mans was trying to see some ass, and whatever, and y'all seen the story. It went back and forth, or whatever, and them dudes pulled up with guns, right? And then right after that, my mans, he couldn't keep a level head, even though, granted, the situation, he was just like, he felt so violated and wanted to just have a visceral response like, nah, bro, we're going to go over there, hit one of these dudes in the head with this bottle, because he felt violated, because he felt some type of way. And I had to tell him, like, nah, homie, we not going over there to do that. We got boots. We got to think. We can't just be impulsive because we feel some type of way about a situation, because there's consequences that come with situations. And I had to be the one who be like, nah, bro, we not doing that shit. I had to talk to him. I had to be able to tell him in that moment and be a leader and be like, no, bro, we're not doing that. And I'm with the shits too. I feel violated too. I feel like we should do something too. But guess what? It doesn't make sense. Your plan does not make sense. It does not make sense. So it's very important that if you're not able, which takes me to my next point, if you can't control the people that are around you, then they don't need to be around you. Because those people will fuck your shit up. They will get you killed, or they will get you in jail. You will be a co-defendant to some shit. If you can't control the people around you, listen to me, and I don't care how this shit sounds to you. If you cannot control the people around you to a certain extent, if you can't tell somebody around you, chill, fall back, relax, you tripping, and they listen to you, if you don't got that type of influence over the people that you're around, your entourage, you don't fucking need to be around them, because them motherfuckers gonna do some shit against your will, or they don't care. And you might be the dude with the bag. You might be the connections. You might be the dude, you know what I'm saying, that might take them to the heights. And they're not listening to you. They just live wires. They just don't care. They don't know how to keep their cool. But that day, my mans listen. I told him, like, bro, I feel violated too. We gonna chill though. We gonna chill. We're not gonna do that. It's a stupid ass plan. You know, we're not gonna go over there, hit somebody in the head, and then what? Motherfuckers ride up here, or like, you know, it's just, or we run, or we going about our way, and like, it don't make no sense. So those things are important, right? Got to be able to control the people around you. You got to know who's around you. You got to be able to kind of like, you know, like, chill, bro, calm the fuck down, and they listen. You need those type of, if you don't got that power over the individuals around you, they don't need to be around you. If they can't keep their cool, they can't think about outcomes in certain situations, like, to a certain extent, they don't need to be around you. And my last point about this is gambling, man. Gambling. So many people have lost their life over just gambling. So many freaking people. You know, I even got myself into situations behind gambling. I don't know if y'all know about White Boy Millie's, but he said this in the song, right? He said, life is cheap, right? Lose it over 3 dice. Lose it over 3 dice. And I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. When you playing dice and you losing money, that shit don't feel good. Nobody likes to lose money. And these dudes, they probably, you know, these dudes in the big leagues, man, be gambling probably for, man, who knows how many thousands of dollars they gambling for? Who knows how much money they losing? But gambling, man, that shit is an evil. This is why I told you in one of the videos, avoid gambling when you go to prison. It don't bring nothing good. In the streets, it don't bring nothing good. Unless you gambling with your mans, I wouldn't advise for it, period. Because even your mans get tight. I was gambling with my mans at one point, and even my own mans was mad because I beat him. I mean, he didn't do nothing crazy. Most he did crazy was throw the money on the floor, did some wild shit, but he didn't do nothing crazy. Like, I'm a line, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be mindful who you playing dice with. You have to be mindful of who you playing dice with and where you playing dice at. Because when you losing money, you start to feel some type of way. That's why I stay away from that shit. You know, one time I was playing dice one time, right? I was playing dice. I got 2 separate occasions. I was playing dice one time, and this dude was beating me for like $500. He was beating me for like $500. I'm not gonna hold you. That's not even a lot of money to some people, right? Some of these dudes is playing for G's, right? I done heard of places where dudes is $100,000 in the pot. Like, you get what I'm saying? So $500 ain't really much. For some people it is. For most it's not. That really be in the big leagues, right? So, but I was losing $500. Do you know all the shit that crossed my mind? I told myself in that moment, I could rob this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I really could have. You know, that shit crossed my mind a few times. I was like, you know what? I should rob this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Take everything you got. But these is the negative thoughts you start to have when you losing money. You start thinking all type of shit. I want my money back. You start thinking motherfuckers is cheating. You start thinking they playing the dice is loaded. You start thinking all type of negative thoughts crosses your mind because you losing money, because you put yourself in this situation. You did it. So I know how easy it is, especially you got a gun on you. Forget about it. You be like, man, I'm about to rob this motherfucker. I'm telling you. I've been there. Those been the thoughts in my head. Like, I'm about to take everything from this dude. But I had to remind myself, like, nah, bro, you wildin', bro. You chose to play this game. Be a man of standard. You know, I'm not saying I was going to do it, but it crosses your mind. I got into another situation behind a dice game where this dude didn't want to pay me, right? Dice games just bring mad complexities and situations, man. I had another situation. This dude didn't want to pay me my money. Get what I'm saying? One thing led to another because you didn't want to pay me my bread, man. Now I got to act a fool Because you think you just going to tell me in my face I'm not paying you? Now I got to act the fool. I don't be trying to act the fool. Now I got to act the fool. You know what I'm saying? I had to snuff this dude one time because he looked me dead in my face and I asked him for my money 4 different times. 4 different times I asked this dude for my money. So I was like, oh, okay. So I snuffed him. And then he tried to act like he was going to go get a gun. And I was just like, I just lost my mind. You threatening me, homie? Again, that's why I told you I was having nigga moments in the hood. That's what happens in the hood, man. They suck you back into nigga moments. No matter how much opportunities you have come across, no matter how much success you have experienced, no matter how much you have changed your life around, the hood manages to suck you back into that negativity. It never fails, homie. It don't matter. They'll suck you back into that negativity. You know? I went from one thing, next thing you know, I'm moving how I used to move. I'm like, what? You disrespecting me, bro? You get what I'm saying? Now this shit was going to be a whole situation behind the dice game. Of course, I could say, oh, he didn't want to pay me. I had to do what I had to do. My whole point is dice games create other situations, homie. That if you just didn't play, you wouldn't be in. If you just didn't play, you wouldn't feel some type of way about losing. If you just didn't play, you wouldn't feel some type of way when when your bread ain't right and now you're thinking about robbing somebody, or somebody don't want to pay you, or somebody trying to rob you. They trying to do something to you, or you just avoid it, man. So that's my whole thing, more. Those are my 3 points. Avoid gambling at all costs. I know it's fast money, but try to avoid that shit. Nothing good comes from that. Nothing good. Nothing good comes from that. My other mans, he was gambling one time, and he just felt unease. He was like, yo, come get me, bro. Nothing good come from that shit, man. I went and got him, but nothing good come from that shit, man. It's quick money, yeah, but it's just so many implications. So that was just my 3 points. Avoid gambling if you can. So much shit come from that shit, and most of it is negative. There's a little positive, but a lot of it is negative. Stay level-headed in dire situations. You got to be able to think things through. These are the men of leadership and the men of wisdom, the men who are able to think quick in dire situations. And if you can't control the dudes that are around you, on your entourage, or in your camp, remove them dudes and get dudes that you can kind of like talk some sense to when situations get crazy. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on the video. Rest in peace to that brother Takeoff. It's tragedies is crazy. But this is just, a lot of times we just reap the things we sow, man. Sad, it's unfortunate. But let me know what y'all thoughts are. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Stay blessed. Peace.